The gift is the news. And here's more news. The Blue Angels Air Show, which starts today and runs until the 13th of October, has been a yearly Bay Area event since 1981. But the show brings concern to many San Francisco residents, both because of its pro-military nature and because of the potential danger of a crash. Laura Magnani is the regional director of the Civil Rights and Peace Group, the American Friends Service Committee.
We're always concerned when, the Blue Angels come to town because it seems to glorify war. It seems to glorify, make it seem as though war is a game, is a show, rather than the really serious nature of militarism. So we're concerned about the fact that this is used as a recruitment tool, and that it's presented to the public as if it were a game, as if it were something fun to watch, as if it were entertainment, instead of as something that's costing real human beings their lives.
In order to have a Blue Angels Air Show, a city must send requests 1 year in advance to the military. In San Francisco, it's normally the mayor who sends the requests. Citizens have continually complained about the deafening noise and fear of a crash. In 2007, San Francisco Supervisor Daly put forward a resolution that would have required the Blue Angels to fly over San Francisco Bay rather than over the city, but the resolution failed to win enough support for passage. Laura Magnani of the American Friends Service Committee is also concerned about a potential crash.
If there's any danger of these planes crashing, which of course there has to be, and I think the fact that they're flying so close together in formations, zipping around, is dangerous, and it's dangerous to both the people on the ground and to the people doing the flying. So I think, to not take seriously the safety of people, both on the ground and in the air, is a concern to all of us. And I have to say, just as a person, listening to them going overhead as we have been today, it's horrible. It feels like we're in a war zone. And I wish that mayors would think twice before they invite these folks to town.
Recently, Afghanistan Commander General Stanley McChrystal asked President Obama for another 40,000 pairs of boots on the ground in Afghanistan. And Garrison is a concerned resident of San Francisco and an anti-war activist. She says that if San Francisco didn't have the Blue Angels shows, it would be harder for President Obama to get support for the military.
I am concerned about the damage that will be done by the military force that we're recruiting here, because the mission of the Blue Angels is military recruitment. That is why they come here. The city of San Francisco and all the propaganda surrounding this are not honest about it. The mayor is not honest. The San Francisco Chronicle is not honest. And many San Franciscans really don't realize that. If San Francisco had this year canceled this major military recruiting drive, that would have thrown a wrench in Obama's considerations right now as to whether or not he can respond to McChrystal's request. If a major military recruiting drive like this had been canceled, he would have to stop and think about whether or not he could really commit another 40,000 troops.
The military has earlier said that if they aren't allowed to recruit at the Blue Angels events, which was one of Ann Garrison's concern, they would not continue to have the air shows.